Hey everybody, Sister Fantastic here, and today's video is going to be a tutorial. I'm going to be using some of the favorites that I've been working with, that I've been traveling with. And so I have like this box from just an empty box from one of my subscriptions, and I've just been using it. And I just put, you know, the few brushes and all the products that I carry with me, other than my cleanser and my toner and stuff. My moisturizer, I've got like a little sack for it. And this is what I've been carrying with me as I travel. And so these are just some of the favorites that I've been using. And so I've kind of like got a little routine down. And so just to keep things simple while I'm on the road. So I'm going to start out with a little lip balm here. I've got this cherry flavored Carmex. And I'm just going to put a little bit of this on my lips before I get started. And condition my lips. And just go from there. I'm going to share with you guys what I've been doing. I've been using this primer from Yensa, the Tone Up Primer from Yensa. It's called Essential Glow. So I'll just get me a good pea-sized amount, about like that, on my finger. And this is almost like a BB cream in a way, the way it feels and the way it, you know. So I just concentrate that right here in the T-zone area of my face, and then I just kind of move it out from there into the outer portions. And it doesn't take a whole lot. Of this, and I just rub it in. And it's a real hydrating type primer, and it's a really high quality primer. So if you're a dry skin girl like I am, you know, and especially if you use matte foundations in the summertime, which today I'm going to use this one from e.l.f. It's a full coverage oil-free SPF 15 sunscreen foundation in the color Porcelain. I've got a little bit of that primer left on my finger here. Let me just rub that in. And so anyway, I just put like a couple of pumps right here on the back of my hand. And since this is so full coverage, I just dab it on. And then I can go back in and use my beauty blender and pounce it into the skin. Or some days when I'm in a hurry, I just rub it in with my fingers. This is a really inexpensive foundation, and it works great. So I'm just going to go in with my Real Techniques beauty sponge, and I'm just going to, it's not damp, by the way, it's just a dry sponge. And I'm just gonna feel like I need the extra coverage today. So I like to use a dry sponge whenever I'm trying to get the full effect of a full coverage without using a lot of foundation. So I'll just go ahead and add this right here underneath my brow and around my eyes. I make sure and rub this in around my nose really good. I've had a cold, but I'm starting to feel better now, so I thought, well, I'm going to film some videos. I've got some subscription boxes in here that need to be filmed, but before I film those, I wanted to put on some makeup. Because when you're sick, you really don't feel like putting on makeup. At least I don't. I don't know about y'all. But anyway. Alright, let me set that to the side for right now. Alright, my favorite concealer that I've been using, y'all, is this one from e.l.f., the 16-hour Camo Concealer. And this is in the color Medium Peach, which is a beautiful shade for me. So I'm just going to dab that right here. And down the bridge of my nose, couple strategic places around my mouth and my chin. And I'm just going to go in with the Beauty Blender and I'm just going to blend this in. Trying to get everything covered here. I need concealer in my life. I don't know how y'all are, but I can't live without it. I like this concealer because you can get all the way up into the corner of the eye. And even if you're like me and you have watery eyes, itchy, allergy, watery eyes, this dries down really, really good. And once you set it with powder, I mean, it's not going to move. And it doesn't irritate your eyes. It doesn't get in the corners of your eyes and cause you to, you know, your eyes to water all day like some concealers do. And so, I mean, look at the coverage of that. It's just amazing. And then if I feel like I need a little more coverage, you know, because you can see the circles where I've been sick. I've got another shade. It's called Warm Fair, which is lighter than the one I just used. And I just go right in on that inner part of the eyes and just add a little more coverage right there, just to brighten up underneath the eyes and to help conceal those dark circles. And I just feel like it really helps. So I'm really glad I picked up 2 shades of this, because if I use this shade right here all over the T-zone like I normally do, it'd make my whole face too light. But it's light enough. See, that just really brightened up underneath my eyes. Take that around the corner. And it just gets rid of all the purple veins and, you know, the darkness around the corners of my eyes that make me look so tired. Okay, now I'm going to set this. And so I've got this brush here from Aesthetica. It's the P12 brush. It came in a set of 3 in a BoxyCharm. I love this brush for setting powder. And so I've got this CoverGirl Clean in the color 110, which is Classic Ivory. I'm a Classic Ivory girl. So I like foundations and powders in the ivory shades, usually with a neutral undertone. Sometimes I can go warm or cool. It just depends on how the shade is made, but neutral's pretty much it for me. So not a lot of heavy setting powder. I just wanted to keep this from creasing and help it not to go anywhere. So anyway, right around my eyes and my nose. And mainly where I've just, you know, put the concealer down at. Okay. And my favorite bronzer that I've been using while I've been on the road, I've been using this Morphe brush. I love this brush. Oh my gosh. This is a sable brush, y'all. It's got an angled brush. And I just love the shape of it. But anyway, this is the Morphe. It's called Debutante. Debutante. It's a bronzer. Debutante. It's like a sample bronzer, I guess you could call it. I got this, I think, from Ipsy. Anyway, just a couple of, it's pretty pigmented, so I have to, you know, dab in there pretty light. And if I want to build up the color, I go in again. But I just usually dip my brush in there like a couple of times. That's it. So just right here on the back part of the cheeks and up onto the temple, and then just bring it on down and carve this cheek out. So tap, tap. Just lay the product down right here in the back. And then blend up and down. But I love this brush so much. I've been using it for a long time now. Probably well over a year. But that's one of the wisest things I could have ever done, was invest in a good set of brushes. So anyway, I got these at Morphe. I bought a whole set. There's like 15 of them for, I don't know, $49, $50, something like that. But I use these brushes all the time. I mean, I have others that I use as well, but this brush right here is perfect for bronzer. Alright, now I'm going to go in with just a little bit more right here. Just want to get this part of my neck. Just kind of carve that out to create that shadow and create an illusion there of minimizing the double chin. Alright, so anyway, that's good. I'm not trying to get any sun this summer. In fact, this is like the second or the third summer now that I have not been interested in getting a suntan. I'm trying to use vitamin C products to minimize any kind of pigment in my skin. Alright, now I'm going in with this blush here from the Per Bronze and Brighten palette. It's called the Dreamer Bronze and Brighten Cheek Palette. And the blush I'm going to be using today is called Blushing Glow. This really bright orange here. And so I'm using this brush from, this is a Luxie 1010. It's a small contour brush. And so I'm just going to tap real light because this is very pigmented. And just with X's and O's. So XX, XX, OO, XX, OO, X and O motions. I'm just going to put some blush on. Just a little bit of blush, not a whole lot. Just enough to perk me up, keep me from looking like I'm dead. Because I need a little color. I'm so pale right now. And just to make it look natural, I just put a little bit on my chin, on the top of my nose. And then whatever's left over, I just go right there above the temples. Ooh, excuse me. And I've got another blush that I've been using. This is by Dulce. It's called Tom Bomb. And let me take it out of the package. I'll show it to y'all. So this is another blush that I've been really liking. And it's kind of a pretty, like a terracotta orange. Like a brownie orange color. But it's real natural and it matches my freckles really good. It just brings out a natural flush and a glow, like a healthiness, like a healthy color to my face that I really, really like. Okay, so before I go on, let me put a little highlighter on. I'm going to use this highlighter right here in the Per palette. It's called Afterglow. It's like an off-white color. And I'm just going to use that same brush that I used for blush, and I'm just going to tap into it real light. And just put some right there in the brow, the temple, down my nose. I mean, a little bit of this stuff goes a long way. It's pretty amazing. Okay. So let me do my brows next. I've been using two products that I really, really like as I travel. This is, the writing's worn off of it, but I've been using it. This is from Mellow. It's an eyebrow pencil, and I think the color is like medium brown. And it's got the spoolie on the end of it. And this is, I got this in a subscription. And it's one of those ones that has like the triangle tip. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Anyway, it's real creamy. And so sometimes I have to set it with powder afterwards. But since it's kind of dark, I don't use eyeshadow powder. I just use my setting powder. And so anyway, I'm just going to do a light brow. I'm not really interested in a dark looking, unnatural looking brow. Or a full, even a full looking brow for this look. I'm just going to do just the barely there. And I'm just going to brush this product through. I don't want to carve these out today. I just want it to look natural, like like you can see the individual hairs. So the same thing with this side. See, whenever I travel, I'm usually in a hurry. I don't have a whole lot of time to put makeup on. I'm usually trying to drink a cup of coffee, get dressed, eat a quick bite of something, either a piece of fruit or a Pop-Tart or both or whatever. Anyway, just some kind of finger food like for breakfast. And we usually just get out and do what we've got to do. And then later on in the day, we stop and we have, you know, a decent meal. And so, you know, I'm just trying to get enough food in my stomach to kind of get me going for the day. Well, that's a little bit too thick right through there. Oh, well. And these things happen when you're traveling too, and you're just like, ooh, I messed up. So I just take my finger and try to smooth that over. And I just want to keep it looking natural. Alright, and so then to set that, I've been using this product here from the Brow Gal. I don't know if y'all have ever tried very many products from this brand, but it is an amazing brand. And it's got this tiny little brush. Teeny tiny little brush. And there's these little fibers that are in here. But it's not so much the fibers that I really enjoy as much as it is the fact that it just kind of adds a little more, it helps to fill them in a little bit better. And it kind of sets those longer hairs down, because I don't have time to trim them or groom them or any of that kind of stuff when I'm on the road. And so just having a brow gel to kind of keep things in place really helps in the brow routine when I'm traveling. Okay. I want to get the front part of this pretty good. Okay, so that's that. And I feel like I'm in pretty good shape here, so I'm not going to set those with any kind of setting powder. But what I am going to do right now before I go on any farther is I'm going to use some of this Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. You have to shake this up because there's like these particles. But I love this little bitty bottle because it just like it sprays everything down so nice. And then if I feel like I need to, I can always use my beauty blender and just kind of tap everything in. And it just melts everything together. This makeup's not going anywhere. I mean, it's there to stay. Okay, now let's work on the eyes. I tell you what, this shadow that I'm going to use today, y'all, it's bold, it's green, it's beautiful, and I just love it. Love, 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 love it. So I've got two things that I'm going to share with you today. Let me find the right brushes. And I've been using these like separately and together. So first of all, this first one is from Moods. I don't know if y'all can see this or not. It's called Moods. But when you open it up, it's this like beautiful, like a forest green color. And it really, really works well with golds and with browns. So sometimes I'll just lay, like, I'll take my bronzer and I'll lay that in the crease. And then I'll put the green down. So let's just do that today because it just makes everything so easy. This is just an easy eye look. I'll just take that same bronzer. I'm going to use this fluffy brush by SL Miss Glam. This is the SS57, and I'm just going to go right here in the crease, and I've already got that little bit of highlighter up there up against the brow bone, so I'm not going to worry about adding any more of a highlighter to this look, but I just want to get this in the crease as a transition color. And you want to make sure and get plenty of it in there. And I carry this up pretty high because I've got quite a bit of space between my lid and my brow. Okay. And then I'm going to take another brush here. I'm going to take this one, it's a shader brush from Moda. It's like a fluffy with a tapered end. I love this brush. And I'm just going to really pack the shadow on it. So I'm just going to go in here like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And just really pack it in there. And I was flipping it back and forth. And so I'm just going to take this really deep into the crease and onto the lid. And blend this in really good. This is one of the easiest eye looks you could ever do. And since I already put the highlighter underneath my brow, I don't have to go back in with more highlighter. And putting this green on top of that brown bronzer makes it smooth out really, really good. Okay, let's do the other eye. Okay, and I'm going to take this down onto the lid. This is not the kind of eyeshadow look that you have to be precise about. You just want to stay right there in the crease and just onto the lid, but you don't have to worry about, you know, like a cut crease. You have a precision line that you're trying to follow. You don't have to do anything like that with this look right here. This is just like the simplest smoky eye, I guess you could say. Or it kind of mocks a halo eye in a way once you get the... I'm going to put a gold shimmer right in the middle. So it kind of creates a halo eye. But you'll see. So anyway, I'm just working on the blending right now. Trying to make sure the eyes look alike. Alright. That looks pretty much alike. Okay, now I'm going to go into this Alamar palette, Alamar Cosmetics. And there's this gold up at the top. And I'm going to use it. And I'm just going to use my finger. But check that out, y'all. It is so beautiful. So I'm just going to pop that right there on the lid. And I'm going to take it on up into the crease right there in the center of the lid. And then just kind of create that little halo. And it's just, it's so beautiful. I love this shade. It really blends well with this green. Alright, so now I'm going to go to the other eye. And while I'm still there in the Alamar palette, I'm going to take this Alamar brush. It's this small one with the flat edge. And I'm going to go into this color called Valadero. It's like a turquoise bluish green color. And I'm going to load up the brush and I'm going to go underneath the lash line with it. And we're just going to give this look a nice little pop of blue, like a bluish green. It's in the green family, but it's just a little bit more blue than a regular bluish green. It's almost like a teal. And I just love it so much. And then I'm going to take a little bit more and I'm going to go right here on this outer third. Right along the lash line. And I'm going to create this kind of like a eyeliner winged effect. Just on the outer part. Just to kind of help the shape along. And give that a little more dimension. And it just really, and then you can, you know, if you want to take it down just a little bit and kind of smoke it out a little, you can. And this is what makes my eyes look bigger. This one step right here, just having some shadow underneath my eyes. It's like boom. I mean, you can see the difference immediately. I mean, it's a step I really don't want to skip. No matter how simple or how, you know, I'm trying to make the eye look. This is my #1 trick for making small eyes look bigger, is putting this darker shade underneath the lash line. And then using it more than just like an eyeliner real tight against the eyelashes. I like to kind of widen it out, smoke it out just a little bit. and create that nice shape. And then just using the same color and kind of creating that cat eye, like an eyeliner effect with eyeshadow. And that way you can play with color. And I tell you, these greens are really trendy this spring. And since I have blue eyes, I can get away with these colors really good. Okay. Alright. Now mascara and lipstick. And let's see here. I'm going to use this Ico lash mascara. It's called Lash Alert. I'm right at the tail end of this, but it's such a small little handy size. I really like carrying it as I travel. But I'm going to have to find me another little sample, because this is just about gone. But I've really enjoyed using it. It is not waterproof, but I'll tell you, it's a gorgeous color, and it doesn't run easy. It doesn't flake off. It doesn't smudge. It's a really, I like it a lot better than what I thought I was going to at first. So I really wouldn't mind repurchasing this. I got this sample, I think, in an Ipsy bag. So I'm just gonna apply one quick coat. And if you squeeze the tube around the brush, you can get some of the product onto the brush from the sides of the container. But I can tell by the way it's applying that I'm right at the tail end of this. I like these curvy ones though. They just make the application process so much easier for me. And it helps to curl my lashes too. Alright, so boom shakalaka. So a nice bold eye look. And so I just want to do just a nude lip, and I've been using lip gloss. And so here's one of the ones that I really enjoy using out of the ColourPop Dream Team by Kathleen Lights. It is called, let's see, it is this Moonchild. So just something trendy and light, and If you want to use a lip liner with it, you can. But you don't have to if you don't want to. You know, and when you're in a hurry, especially when I'm traveling, when I'm in a hurry, I have a tendency to eat salty foods and my lips get chapped, and then I've got, you know, the whole dry chapped lip thing going on, and it's just like, it's not pretty. And so it's easier for me to take care of my lips if I use a not just lip balms but lip glosses as well, and that way, anyway, just an easy look, easy smoky eye, easy halo eye, whatever you want to call this. But anyway, very trendy look. It's the greens for spring, the lip gloss, you know, and then the pretty peach cheek. And I like it. I like it. This is a really very wearable. I think anybody could wear this no matter what color your eyes are, even if you have green eyes, because that gold that I used on the eyelid there is going to offset the green in your eyes. But I've got blue eyes, and so anyhow. But I hope you guys like this look, and if you do this tutorial, or if you have plans of doing this tutorial, then just let me know, and let me know down in the comments below, and I'll be sure to watch your video. Let me know if there's any of these products that I've been using today that are, you know, something that you would travel with, and just let me hear how your day is going. You know, give me some feedback. So I'll be sure to chat back with you in the comments. Click like, subscribe, and all those good fun things. You guys know what to do. And God bless you today is my prayer, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.